Welcome in, everyone. YouTube and Facebook. Hello. Happy Monday or Tuesday, wherever in the world you are. I do go across the Atlantic quite often. So, hello, everyone. Welcome. If you are going to be watching the replay, put replay and where you're watching from in the comment section. I'm always so curious to see who I reach. I can look in my analytics too, but yeah, I want you to tell me. Hey girl, how are you? Lisa, Sarah, hello lovelies. Oh my gosh, every time I always think I'm so original, but I think I see it. Hello gorgeouses, there. I'm going Joan Rivers. There. Hello gorgeouses. Wait, is that might be a little, not Bette Midler. Barbara Streisand. That sounded very Barbara Streisand. It was a little Barbara. I love Barbara. How are y'all? What's a happening? Hot stuffs. There, we know that one. 16 candles. Let's see how many Hollywood touchstones we can hit. It's warm in here. How are y'all doing? What's going on? Am I super duper slow? I bet YouTube cannot wait until I branch off of the combined to where it's just you and there's no more lag. There'll be no more lag ever again. Oh my! Oh, you're watching the documentary? Yeah, that's exactly why I don't watch that crap, because it lowers your frequency and your vibration. You can't have mine. No, that's exactly why I don't do it. It crushed your heart and pissed you off. See, aren't we funny? Sometimes we just, I used to do this though. If I needed a really good cry, my go-to movie was The Green Mile. The Green Mile can always get me gutted and make me just, The struggle is real. Oh no. What's happening? What struggle? Are you talking about, oh, the lag? See? Yeah. Okay. Case in point. You made your own point. Derp. Okay, cool. Thanks. All right. Point made. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, children. Hello, kids. Welcome in. Hello, Frederick. How are you? Hello, sir. Welcome. My friend. That's reportable, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, she's at the dentist. Hi, Fred. I tell you what, nothing brings out the mentally ill like going online. Going online just drags the mentally ill out of their little caves, wherever they are. Wherever they are, it is phenomenal. There we go. Okay. And what would that be? I guess. I reported it, so I don't know. We'll see. Well, when they get hidden, go ahead and report it too. Because not only can they get blocked, they can also get kicked off of YouTube, like all the way. Plus, now I have their information and it like hides it. It doesn't block it, it hides it. But I saw it. But also, and plus also, it's reportable. A lot of this stuff is reportable because, yeah, nothing in this entire world will bring out the mentally ill like somebody who comes online who tries to guide people to higher enlightenment. It is wild. It is wild, the attacks that happen. It's beyond me, but it really shows how dynamic attachments grab a hold of people. This is what pushes people into awakenings and enlightenment and all the things, because you have to have evil in the world in order to have that push to your involvement and all the things. So yeah, it was oh well. His mother did a horrible job. If she's even in the picture. I mean, probably not. His mother did a horrible job. Well, I know, but some of them are so obsessed and grotesque that they build other pages and continue to try to come back. It's wild. The obsession, the way that you can he was a failed, oh my goodness. Sarah. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. Hope everybody's doing well. Well, I'm not. I hope everybody's doing well. I had a really good day today. So I made some really excellent progress in my personal milestones. There's another tick checked. So we're all good to go. Again, see what I'm talking about? Oh, really? Well, luckily there's a filter on here, so it hides most of it. So I don't know. It's really crazy to me. I don't know. Nothing will bring out the mentally ill like the internet. It's wild to me. They all just kind of sit around and camp out and look for places to spew that somewhere to anybody who will pay attention, listen, or give it any kind of focus or attention, because obviously people like that don't get real attention in their real life. So that's the only way they can resort to anybody ever talking to them or, giving them any sort of focus whatsoever. So they go out online and start, hammering and attacking people. It's the same people who, sometimes it's hurt people, how hurt people. So they were probably, picked on pretty heavily throughout their lives. And then they go out and try to find a way to get it to land somewhere else. And there's pretty easy targets and people who are just trying to conduct a business or do something legitimate or high vibe or elevating online. And yeah, it's wild to me. The world of the internet has exposed a lot of people's disconnection with reality. Sad. But for the rest of the masses that are here for the good message, for the questions about where you're at on your spiritual journey, your awakening, if you're here for any of that, then that is what my channel is about. So welcome to those of you. What's a curtain time? What's that mean? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Oh, see, that's funny. The Tower card. I was, oh, well, soon enough, there will be a disconnection. Pretty soon, it's just going to be my hand. So I'm going to have to go back to that. So that's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Many people on the internet can't handle curtain. No, you spelled it right. You spelled it right. Not at all. Okay. I do want to, I'm going to see something because I would like to recheck the energy since it's Monday. Yesterday was Sunday, so I would like to recheck that energy. So I'm going to go back through. We'll do Aries through Pisces once again. I'm going to recheck that because I don't know. I'm just going to do a one card all the way through real fast just to see if there's anything else we need to be made aware of. So that's the collective we'll do. You can't do enough, Sarah. It's wild. You can't do enough. You just can't. Like I said, nothing will bring out the mentally ill like somebody going on live. It's crazy. It is wild to me how many people just sit camped waiting, and that's their life. Like legitimately, like that's their existence and that's their life, is to go out and spread their misery all over in people's chats. Because my ex's kid did this. He thought he was funny, and he's a 14-year-old child. They have nothing better to do. It's the equivalent like when you were an adolescent and a child, like crank calling people or knocking on the door and running away. I mean, you're just, you're at that stage where you're just annoying and this kind of thing that everybody has to tolerate. You're either a thing everybody has to tolerate, or, wow, that dog looked like my dog. Holy crap. I was just looking outside. That dog looks so much like my dog. I was like, is that my dog? No, she's inside. Yeah, there's this age, especially when it's, especially teenage boys. There's nothing worse on this planet. And if they don't have good guidance and direction, they are holy terrors on the entire world. And if you continue to either, if you think it's funny or you think it's cute or you coddle it and you're like, oh, they're just being boys, that will continue to build into somebody who is basically a boil on the butt of humanity. And they're going to go out there and, become a statistic. Basically, in one avenue or another, they will become a statistic. And there's a point where there's this moment of intervention that needs to happen, and you either do it or you don't. and you can either get through or you can't. And you don't have to spend very long with certain people to realize what they are and where they're at. And it takes maybe 2 encounters for me to decide whether there is hope or not. And especially being intuitive and being a psychic, I can pick it up very quickly where you're at, what's the reasons why you are behaving the way you do, talking the way you do. Like I can feel it on you. So all that crap that happens, yeah, completely seeing it for exactly what it is. So never did that as a teen. Too high in the woods somewhere. Good on you. Good on you. Sarah, you were raised right. Blocked on another channel myself for him being rude to the subscribers. I was happy the channel creator backed what was done. Yeah, it's... I know it. You never have to correct with me. Most of the time, I can pretty much get it, unless you're speaking some weird thing I've never heard about, and I need to know. Explain yourself. Oh, good. Here we go. Let's see where we are. I'd like to see where we are. It's such a really productive day today. Really good day today. So we're going to go Pisces, Aries through Pisces. I did that last night. That tripped me up a little bit going backwards. I did it. It was capable. Fred cut me straight. Thank you, sir. So here we go. Here we go. All right. There's a banner. So let's go. We'll go Aries through Pisces. Welcome in, everybody. Be sure to hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed. Also offering memberships. Be sure to check those out. I go live quite frequently. Okay. We're going to get a recap on last night's weekly outlook. So I just want to see if there's any details that we missed. When you're done with this live stream, you can go to yesterday's live stream and watch. Those have been timestamped to catch yours. I do sun, moon, rising. If anything doesn't fit, throw it out. Leave it for the rest. What can I tell my collective? 9 of Swords was trying to come out. See, I'm not trying it. Cancer's got the raw end of the stick yesterday. Look at our hides chapped pretty tight with that reading yesterday. I'm kind of... All right, here we go. Let's look at it. Hi, y'all. Hi, Bianca. Welcome. Yeah. Sarah, we got janked. Okay, here we go. All right, La Reason, welcome. Okay, here we go. Aries. Ace of Swords. And the Justice card. Wow. Both of these cards have to do with the truth. So this week has to do with you clarifying some things or finally getting the truth. If you've been waiting on the truth from somebody, this week has a very affirmed delivery here. You could be dealing with a court case where you get an answer that you've been waiting for. So there's something where information is provided and you're able to move on. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning as well. So there's something here that gives you the answer you need in order to start something, to proceed forward, or to finally be able to close something out so that you can start something else. So, all right, Aries. Aries is getting the truth about something. Some message is received. There is something closed so you can move forward. Good on you. Okay. My Australians have trained me. Good on ya. I keep on stealing them. Thank you, my Aussies. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Thank you. Taurus. Y'all like how I say Taurus? Taurus. Knight of Wands. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Okay, let's hope that's you. Let's hope that's you and you're not being dealt with. Oh. Strength card. Could be dealing with a Leo. Oh, additionally, Aries. This is highly likely. Could be dealing with a Libra. Those really do. They're opposite of each other on the zodiac wheel, so that is highly likely. Aries and Libra. I actually know an Aries and Libra couple that are getting a divorce. I know an Aries and a Libra couple that are divorcing. That is so funny. Wow. And they're finalizing it here too. That is... I did talk to him this week. That is funny. That is so funny. Okay, anyway. Taurus, back to Taurus. I didn't mean to clear my throat in your ear holes. My bad. They're always maybe. It's, they're very entertaining, Sarah. We'll get entertaining. Fire signs will spare no opportunity to entertain the hell out of you with their antics, with their boldness, with their audastic ways. And you're just like, whoa. Fire, 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 fire. Okay, speaking of, we've got more fire. This is Leo energy for the Taurus reading and the Knight of Wands. Now, some of you could be a single parent. You could be recently single, and now you are trying to get yourself ready for this next chapters of your life. Others of you are possibly dealing with somebody who is very flaky, and it's requiring for you to be very steady. It's requiring a lot more from you to have to make up for the slack that's happening with somebody else, which is very Tauran. That's very Tauran. My ex-husband was a Taurus. He still is. Actually, he's still a Taurus. Yeah. This is consistency where you're dealing with somebody who maybe is not so much, or there could be something coming in that you're having to brace yourself and prepare for. What the? Would you go away? Some of the negatives to being a light worker. The freaking bugs are always drawn to you. Like bugs are always like, hey, stop it. Okay. I like the animals being drawn to me, but the bugs part, that's really obnoxious. Going in the ocean was interesting. That was interesting. I was surrounded and like touched and followed, and it was crazy. Anyway, okay. All right. Brace yourself, Taurus. Brace yourself. You're going to have to withstand some flakiness. You're going to have to be the one who is corralling people who can't quite get their ducks in a row. It's going to take a lot from you to keep everything organized and structured. Or you could be dealing with somebody who is testing your patience. It takes a lot to piss off a Taurus. A lot. Trust me. I know. I pushed his buttons on the regular. Hi, Delaney. Welcome in, Levy. Good to see you. He his buttons were easy to push, but yeah, it took a lot to push him over the threshold. So somebody here is definitely testing your patience, Taurus. Okay. All right. So keep your wits about you this week. Running back through the weekly, if anybody is just now tuning in, we're on Gemini. Let's look at Gemini. What's happening? What's happening? Uh-oh. 5 of Wands and 8 of Swords. Okay, Gemini. Somebody said something. You guys are not agreeing, and it's got you doing that thing you do, Gemini. You're in your head, just thinking. Overthinking also. This is heavily overthinking. You may have this internal war happening that may not really be happening externally. You could be well overthinking something because you may not be getting very cooperative information here. The 5 of Wands is drama. This could be a very stressful situation that you are dealing with this week, and there may not be any answers, so you're having to do what you can to figure this out on your own. Oh, okay. Poor Gemini. Is brushing a coat. You're brushing a coat? That's cool. Are your fingers swollen, Fred? He smashed him with a hammer earlier and now he can't type. Yeah, I'm assuming. Okay. All right. Hang in there. Geminis, bless your souls. Hang in there. Okay. You guys are in your head. There's something dramatic happening. Maybe something kicked off today and now you're having to scramble and figure something out. This might be you trying to figure out how to control a situation without bothering a bunch of other people. So you could be trying to figure a bunch of things out on your own. Poor Geminis. I know a lot of Gemini. And that does seem like something they would do. They would try like hell all on their own. And if they can't, then they're going to come to you and see. All right. Cancer. Let's see if Cancer. Oh, shit. Cancer. Tower. Made me cuss. I tried. I was going to try to pull something better. This is the whole reason why I wanted to redo the reading, is because Cancer's got the bum rap. Not the bum rap, but they got the bum deal. They got the whole bum week happening. I was like, no, because it was so good last week. Last week was like, man, I was soaring through the sky. But yeah, Tower. Boo. Cancer, sun, moon, rising. Bless our souls. Empress. Okay. You are going to have to self-soothe through this week. There's going to be things happening left and right. Major changes are happening. I feel like a lot of you are recreating a new path. This particular Empress is all tucked away in this like curtains of greenery, but I just feel and definitely creating, nurturing, caring for, self-soothing. Ultimately, there's nothing you can do but just turn your back, let it burn, and go into self-soothing mode. We are Cancer is the mother of the whole zodiac. So do what you do best and take care. Do what you do best and take care. Take care of what you can. Take care of yourself. The best way to get out of your own head is to do for others as well. So doing for others will help you kind of set things back onto course. Some of you might be dealing with some very troubling family stuff this week. So hang in there. This is just a week. This is just a week reading. Okay. But so far we have major arcana, and major arcana. All right. All right. Sorry. Leo. 6 of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So you guys have goals. You guys are finally starting to pull yourself away from the issues, the problems, the stress, whatever you've gone through. You guys have a pretty good plan of action about how to continue forward and keep yourselves on this beautiful path forward. This looks very successful. This feels like this is going to be a successful plan. 6 of Swords is healing, moving on in peace. We've got you finally able to have that mind space to create something promising. This is a lot of learned lessons, and now you're able to finally rebuild based on what you've figured out, what you've learned. Good job, Leo. Virgo. Yeah. Virgo, 6 of Wands. And 5 of Swords. Okay. Virgo. I think you are winning the battle. There might be a little bit of a war happening, and you may have won this one. I've got the 6 of Wands out here. The 5 of Swords. I think you said something pretty final. This is closing out a subject with just the right thing. I think you said the exact right thing to get this subject matter done and closed. The 5 of Swords is a victory over a fight, but this was not pretty. It was not pretty. Maybe you had to, give some facts to somebody who was not willing to hear. But I think you had a lot of receipts to back up what you were saying with that 6 of Wands. So very Virgo. Yes. Very Virgo indeed. Oh, Delaney. Yeah, need a good massage. Wait, what? What am I going to tell you? Self-soothing means go get a massage. Oh, it means self-soothing means doing things that you love to do to take care of yourself. Like if it's take a bath or go for a hike, whatever you do, sit in your favorite pajamas and watch movies all day that you love, with your favorite food, whatever it is, self-soothing. It's nurturing self. Whatever your mom used to do that you loved, do it for self. That's self-soothing. Okay. Hope that helps. It does. It's a therapy term. So it's been a term used by a lot of my therapists, life coaches, terminology as well. So hi, Grace. Well, how did he know to come say hi to you? She just popped on for a second. He's like, Grace. And then he left. Perfect timing. You be careful. Yes. Or get a massage. Yeah, I definitely would pay somebody to do that for sure. 1,000. Hells yeah. Yeah, I have a really good masseur. She is amazing. She's so good, dude. I love her. First massage she ever gave me, I was like, has anyone ever cried on your table? She was like, does it hurt? I was like, no. It's so good. This is the best I have ever been massaged in my whole life. She's amazing. Amazing. Okay, anyway. Okay, you just listen. You don't type. You be careful. Okay. All right. That was Virgo. Virgo is taking swings and punches and winning. You brought out the receipts, and I think you won this. You won this battle. So this one's victory for you. You won this battle. This one's good for you. They tried it, and you shut it down. Okay. Oh, cool. Goodness. Oh, you're on sale, Fred. Okay. Frederick's on sale. See his page for details. Okay. All right. Libra. Yeah. Who? Yeah. Libra. 3 of Pentacles. So you are collaborating, working with others this week. Oh yeah. Boy or yeah. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. I think you might be working with friends. You could be celebrating because of some recognition, some rewards. People are finally starting to really give you a lot of accolades here. This is finally starting to get your foot in the door. People are taking notice of the moves you're making. This looks good. You're building yourself. Rapport and accolades for Libra this week. Enough said. Shoo. That's good. Got that 3-3. Okay. All right. Scorpio. I'm not even looking. We got King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. All right. So the Hanged Man is some things that are in limbo that have to do with some long-term goals, maybe some work that's been in progress. This could be projects. This could be decisions that you need to make in order to get ahead at your workplace. Some of you may be dealing with somebody at your job that's in an authoritative position that's got you in limbo here, waiting. You could have, maybe committed to them that you're going to help, and then they're making you wait for whatever reason, or you could have indicated that you were going to hang on for a raise and they're making you wait, something like that. I feel like your growth somewhere is being stalled out. This is also about when the Hanged Man comes out, this is about this great sacrifice that's been made so far, and you're waiting for the results of everything you've put in to show up, is what that Hanged Man is. So we've got the King of Pentacles here with long-term goal setting, maybe some long-term money starting to build up. There's some setbacks that need to be looked at. Okay. My nose is always so itchy when I start reading. Okay. That was Scorpio. Sagittarius. Let's look at you. Knight of Pentacles. I like how we're looking at the week ahead, and we got a lot of stuff having to do with work. 8 of Cups. Oh boy. Some of you are needing to possibly walk away from a place that you've worked at for a while. Some of you could be deciding that you've reached your limit here. They've stalled you out. Maybe there were promises of more growth, but it's taking forever for you to feel any type of movement in your company. Others of you are deciding to let go and go with the flow for something and just kind of dig in and see how much longer you can get out of a situation that you're in this week. I don't see a whole lot of movement. Spirit here with that 8 of Cups is asking you to just go with it. Just kind of be present. Don't think too much about what's not happening. Just stay consistent, stay steady. And I think that will be how this is going to pull back around for you. That's going to be how this is going to loosen up. Okay. Just stay consistent. Don't worry so much. Don't worry so much about what's not happening. I think the positives here, because we have all of this green and we have all of this blue, this still feels very positive. It still feels like there's still a possibility for a lot of abundance to come in, but you're just having to release your attachment to any kind of timelines whatsoever. Again, time is an illusion. So if you're disappointed about how slow something is going, just detach yourself from the timeline. Stay consistent, focus on the positives, and continue onward. Looks good. Otherwise, looks good. At least you're not having Cancer's week. Yeah. So there's a blessing. Count your blessings. Sad. You're not having Gemini's week. Drama in their head. All right. Okay. Oh. You have an Aussie Shepherd. Cute. I love Aussie Shepherds. What a sweetie. I know. Sarah, trust me. Trust me, I know. Hey, I got my pints of ice cream. I put chocolate sauce on top of my chocolate ice cream because I'm like, I deserve it. If I'm gonna have, I'm gonna have extra treats. I know. And that's the whole. I know, Sarah. That's the whole reason I even did the whole thing because we got the short end of the stick yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna try again. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Damn it. Sorry. I tried. Okay. I know. I tried. I love y'all. That's why I tried again. I'm going to be very curious to see how the other readings go. Okay. Let's get back to this. Capricorn. You're getting the Lover's card. Could be dealing with a Gemini. And Capricorn, Lovers, and Page of Swords. So there is some. That's exactly right. And what do you think she's doing? Growing. Right? It's a growth week. It's healing. Heal through it. Exactly. So smart. So smart, my students. I'm here for it. Capricorns. Cappy, baby. Yes, you have a major decision that could be influenced by something you hear, something you see. This is research that helps you make a decision. This is also the informant. Okay, so there could be somebody who is watching you in order to make a decision, not you specifically. Okay, there's no reason to go out and start, looking for who's looking at you. Just be aware that there is a possible rumor going around. There could be a rumor about a partnership, a relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be your relationship. You may hear something about somebody else, and then you have to decide whether or not to say anything. Could be that, This is the informant. This is a major choice. There is two people here and a snake. We cannot forget the snake. That's a very important part of the Lover's card. That is the option, the choice, the decision, which, am I going to do this or am I going to be tempted? Am I going to go with something different than divinely guided? connection. Okay. Which is what the Lovers is, because that is Archangel Raphael. That is on the regular Rider Waite. We have Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. We have, what's the other one? Oh, out of lag. And my ears ringing. They said go. So, divinely guided partnership where information comes up. A decision needs to be made whether or not to say anything. Others of you, here's another possibility with this combo, are learning how to communicate better in a partnership. Could be dealing with a Gemini. You are learning how to speak to one another in a more loving way. You could be learning each other's love language. You could be learning your partner's love language. This could be something new to you. If your love language is gifts and your partner's love language is physical touch and words of affirmation, this is different. You have to pull back from that need to buy things, because that's not how your partner feels affection. It may be for you. You may feel that way. So to tell your partner, look, it's going to be a little bit more material with me, and your partner's going to say, well, it's going to be a little bit, not so much. It's going to be more intimate with me, So learning a love language. Cool. Okay. All angles covered. Cool. All right, moving on. Aquarius. Also my rising. Aquarius. We got the moon card. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Fred deals with many Pisces. My mom deals with Pisces too. My mom's got a Pisces best friend. How interesting. The fish and the water bearer and a 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so you're not quite in the loop on something. You could feel that something's off, but there's nobody that's going to help you figure this out. This is about asking for help, for clarity. You could be asking for somebody for more clarity and you're not quite getting it. This is also, that 5 of Pentacles, you're asking, hey, help me understand something. And they may say a piece of information or tell you a snippet of it, and this may confuse you more. You may be no clearer than you were when you started. It may make things worse, actually, when you try to seek clarity externally. Okay, Aquarius. So this may be an inside job where you're going to have to pull yourself back from a situation, from a person, and let this reveal itself over time. I don't feel like anybody's going to be able to figure this one out. Okay. Not instantly, not this week. This week is going to be where you're going to have to just pull back, remove yourself from anything that feels confusing, and just let it ride for this week. Others of you may feel like you need to ask somebody for some assistance. The 5 of Pentacles is regarding being financially strapped. There are some issues and some struggles that are coming up. The Moon card is a lot of anxiety and stress. This is what is unknown. So you could be going there mentally thinking about everything bad that's about to happen. That 5 of Pentacles, the 5s are about changes. When in numerology, 5 is a change number. So things have changed drastically. And now things need to be made more clear, but you have to kind of pull back, I think. Pull back a little bit. Don't get lost in the moment. Don't let the moment overtake you. Okay. This is just a weekly reading, so it's not for the entire month. This is not dire. This is just energy to watch out for so that you can be aware and have guidance and clarity on how to respond. So also could be dealing with a Pisces. Now moving on to Pisces, speaking of, because that was Aquarius. Now we have Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Virgo. We've got the Hermit card coming out. Pisces, having some introspection, needing to do some soul searching. Here's the Hierophant. Some of you are diving deep into your spirituality this week. Some of you can't help but feel this call to seek answers for a lot of the experiences that you've gone through lately. This is some very profound, deep spiritual lessons. You could also be seeking religious counsel here to help get you more clear on some questions you may have. The Hierophant is a spiritual teacher. This is spiritual wisdom. The Hermit card is introspection and your connectivity to your consciousness and your subconsciousness through your connection to your higher self. Some of you are needing guidance and clarity on how to tune and tap in. And so you're seeking somebody who knows the answers, and they're giving you a lot to think about. This is pulling you back from everything that maybe you thought you knew and rediscovering a new truth. We can't always connect ourselves to what we've been given. We have to keep our minds open to the possibility of, maybe the people that taught you may not have all of the information. They could have very limited information. We're all dealing with ancestral information anyway. Is it true? Is it factual? There could be more, right? There could be. I think a lot of you may be going on a soul-seeking quest this week. I like that for you. Can I come? Also, we have Virgo and Taurus. Could be dealing with Virgo. Taurus energy also came out here. Okay. Taurus also came out. We'll do a quick run out here. 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. So we are continuing to do that work to improve. I think a lot of us are maintaining our boundaries, being very careful, very selective about where we're spending our time, who has access to us, how much time these people have access to us. I've got a couple of minutes. Oh, for you, I've got a couple of hours. For you, I've got a couple of minutes. We're being very selective because a lot of us have big goals, big things we're doing. Ain't nobody got time for that. 7 of Wands with that 2 of Pentacles. Big stuff. Wow. 6 of Cups, Devil card, Emperor. Those past toxic issues that we are coming to terms with, figuring out. In my collective anyway. So, interesting. There is a weekly recap. So yesterday's weekly reading was, that feels like a continuation, actually. I am going to go back and rewatch it when I'm done and see if anything changed or if anything still looks the same. I'm doing my level best, Cancers. I'm doing my level best to try to. Oh yeah, Delaney, no worries. No worries, love. You're good. I know y'all are busy. I got my Aussies during the day, and I understand, girl. I'm so busy during the day. I had a few minutes this morning to hang out in one of my friends' lives. Bless her heart. She was doing these live readings on TikTok. She's so sweet. She's such a sweet baby. And it's really weird because a lot of the people who are in my collective end up being tarot readers. There's 2 of them, and 2 of them were in this room. Well, she was running the room. And then the other girl that I've mentored coached and is now also a tarot reader, was also in the room trying to get a reading from the girl. I was just supporting. She was like, do you need any cards? I was like, girl, no, thank you. I read my own energy. Also, I've closed my energy so that you did get the ick on signs, but now I'm all about the connection. Yes. Yeah. Hope they find what it is worth to them, and then I wish them the best. Always, always. Last 2 weeks have been poo. But and that's exactly what I was talking about. So I was doing, that's what I was saying. I was doing my part today because I was like, it's going to be a great day. It is going to be a great day. And it was a really good day. I had some amazing progress on some things that I needed clarity on. Would, the average person find it to be a great day? Probably not. But listen, I've got more information. I've got some things in progress. I've got, every step we take towards accomplishing our goals is a few steps further than where we were when we first started. And so we have to continue to keep putting one foot in front of the other towards your goals, your dreams, your purpose. And as long as we continue to do that, then everything around us is just going to be. Only ever do we have control of how we think, feel, and react to what's happening. There, I welcome the challenge. I welcome the opportunity to be able to rise to the occasion and implement every lesson I know and have figured out and test myself. Being perimenopausal has been an extra strong challenge on me, keeping my cool, literally, physically, mentally, figuratively, literally. It's interesting because I've been doing a lot of my inner work. A lot of my inner work stems from my childhood trauma stuff, and then a lot of the things that I've experienced that have continued to be pressed upon throughout my life that caused me to further protect myself and build up my walls of protection, and then bury down deep inside of me all of the things that began that cycle of pain and hurt and need to protect self, and then starting to dissect. I'm like digging deep down inside. I'm like, okay, here's, 5-year-old Cody, here's 6-year-old Cody, here's 7-year-old Cody, here's 8-year-old Cody, all the way up till, 40-year-old Cody when I finally awakened. I didn't awaken until I was 40. I really envy a lot of these young kids that are online right now, that are in their 20s and 30s, and that are, deep into their spiritual awakening and have a wealth of information that is very on track with becoming the highest possible version of who you're meant to be on this planet. I am in awe of that they don't let the 3D world distract them and throw them off course. I didn't have this information. I finally discovered this information through additional trauma. And it was through 10 years in a marriage of being mentally, verbally, and emotionally abused systematically, on an increased level every single year, for me to just finally, realize that this is not the way life is meant to be. I'm not meant for this. This is not how you're supposed to exist. This is not the way we were meant to live our lives. And when I finally pulled back from what I had subscribed to, started unsubscribing from everything I've been given and reattaching to the true knowledge of love and healing and elevating to your purpose, I was hooked. I couldn't stop. All I wanted to do was have more of it. And the more I learned, the more people around me were being inspired and drawn into it. And having my midhaven in Sagittarius, this feels very natural for me. I've always had the ability to draw people in. I was in customer service forever. I did hair for 20 years. People, I have a captive audience on a regular occasion, being a cocktail waitress for many, many years. Maybe they don't remember the conversation the next day, but they were hanging on my every word. Also, they wanted me to keep bringing them things. So, and if you're, sitting in my chair and I'm cutting your hair, you have no choice but to listen to me. So, and my haircuts are good, so my books stay full, and people keep coming back. So, and then my medium put me here, and now I'm guiding you, beautiful folks. And that's my story. But I have to continue. You're nearing 40. Yeah, it's been interesting. I'm approaching my 47th trip around the sun. I'm nearing the 47th tick mark around the sun. So I'm just like, oh my God, all this other stuff is starting to kick in. I'm getting my beautiful silvers. It's so glittery. And I'm all for it. Aging is a privilege. Aging is a privilege. I think it's so funny how people that are young are like, you're old. And I'm like, don't be jealous. Good luck even making it past your 20s with that attitude. Somebody gonna come check you with that mouth you're freaking running checks with. Hope you can cash all of them. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Aging's a privilege, and I've had a long life of experience, a lot of experience, and you should be so lucky to be able to have the stories that we got. Also, working in hair, and when we were in cosmetology school, you have to work on the elderly. They would bring like all these old people. We have Senior Citizen Day, and it's very affordable for them to come to the beauty college, and they're all on fixed incomes. But oh my God, they have the cutest stories and the sweetest temperaments, most of them. But yeah, to be able to have that lifetime of experience, that wealth of knowledge, and to know thoroughly. You color your hair? I'm not. I'm a very vegan, very, very vegan. So I'm not going to color it. I don't do chemicals. Obviously, I don't color my nails. And it's hilarious because I was in the beauty industry for 20. So the most you'll get out of me is vegan makeup. That's it. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. And do you notice I didn't say dye? I said color. That's so funny, Fred. You caught that. That's what my beauty school instructor said that over and over again. You don't paint your nails, you paint your house. You polish your nails. You don't dye your hair. Yep. You dye Easter egg. That is so funny. You sound like my beauty school instructor. Exactly. And these aren't your roots. It's your new growth. It's not. And yes, you tweeze, not pluck. Exactly. You speak in my language. Yeah, totally. Yay. It's like I'm talking to people in the salon. I love it. They said it too, though. A lot of the 20-somethings some people just do it just because I'm not going to do what everybody else does. I'm going to do what I want to do. Okay. Sound ignorant for the sake of being different. Cool. Does anybody need a reading? We've been on for an hour. Yeah, I like it. It's about an hour. Whatever. You're cute. Oh, I said that. That's fine. Whatever. I have a massage table. I have a badass massage table. I'm trying to sell it. It's nice. It holds like 800 pounds. It's got the face hole and everything. It's really nice. I got it to do back waxing because I was a mobile stylist after the pandemic crap, whatever. So I became mobile and I was going to houses and cutting there. And I had back waxing clients and they're like, my back. And I was like, I don't want to lay you on your bed, or I can't put you on your kitchen table. I don't even know how to do this. So I bought a freaking table. It was not a bad deal. It was about $300. But the thing is a monster. I have the upper body strength of a kitten and I'm working on it, but in all those years of doing hair, I mean, it's pretty good. I got some pretty good muscles, but if you don't stay on it, anyway. You have a massage table also. Awesome. Yeah. He's I will only go to licensed masseurs. I need to see a license, Frederick. I have a license. I'm licensed, sir. I take medical professional opinions from licensed practitioners, and I take legal advice from licensed law professionals. And I only let licensed individuals cut my dog and clip her nails and brush her teeth. Your car. Ew. Ew. NFL clients. Oh my gosh. Do they play for so they play for what is that team? The Texans? You massage for some of the Texans? I cut for some of the people on the Dallas Cowboys practice squad. I used to cut some of their hair. Not the actual Dallas Cowboys, but the practice squad dudes. I cut some of their hair. And the B team here in Frisco, for the basketball team, I cut some of their hair too. That's pretty cool. It's so fun. They're so tall. They're so tall. Like, I'm 6 foot tall, and they'll come in and they're like 6'5" and stuff, and they're like big guys. I'm like, wow. And they're like, yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm just like, wow. Wow. That's impressive. Hi, Joni. I miss seeing you too. How have you been? Welcome in, Miss Joni. Oh, I love your picture. You're so beautiful. I love your picture, girl. Look at your hair. You're so gorgeous. Ooh. Get it. Not the Texans. They live here in China. Some Jets, New England's Lions, and the Rams. Okay. Oh, they lived there and traveled. That's interesting. In Houston? That is interesting. Hey girl, hey. How you been? What's going on? It's so funny you caught me. I was like, well, it's been an hour. I guess I'll get off. And you're like, good to see you. Okay, I'll hang out. You cut your own hair? One of yours wanted to get you an NFL contract, but I don't want that travel. Wow. Girl, you have to have some strong hands to be massaging NFL athletes, because they're like rocks, dude. They're to get up in there. Because we would do these in the barbering chair, there would be these. We would do like the neck and shoulder massages. And I had this one guy and he worked out all the time, dude. He was huge. He was a rock. And I mean, I about smashed my thumb backwards, but I found this knot and I got it and I worked it out. And he freaked out every time he came in. He was like, you remember that knot I had and you got it out? I will never forget that. And I was like, I know, I about broke my thumb on your freaking shoulder. I about broke my thumb in half. That was wild, but I was like, I'm gonna get that sucker. And he was like, oh my God, that feels great. I was like, I don't know why that won't let up. And then he was like, he got up and he was like, I think you got it. And I was like, he goes, I've been dealing with that for months. And I was like, I think he tipped me like $80 too. It was amazing. His service was 80 and he tipped me 80. Cool. What you been up to, Joni? What's happening? Hot stuff? How's tricks? What's life doing for you? Phenomenal at your old job. Cupping. Oh, cool. Very cool. That is awesome. Sarah is one that you would need a safe word. She does the sweetest massage. She says safe word with the massage. That's funny. Pineapple. Philadelphia. What's the safe word? You did. That is hilarious. 260 for 90. Oh yeah, no, my masseur was good. Yeah, and I paid and tipped because she's good. And I would, you can do 60 minutes, you can do 90 minutes, you can do 120 minutes, your pick. I have both, Joni. Yes, I have YouTube and Facebook. So if you look down here at the chat, you'll see everybody. So everybody's here. 111:11. Right when I looked at the clock, y'all. Right when I looked at the clock, 111:11. I did it again every time. Y'all notice how my manifestation, I tell y'all, every time I look at the clock, I see an angel number. This is a real-time manifestation. And I want to keep proving it to y'all that this is how you do it. You affirm it, you believe it, and it is. You affirm it, you believe it, and it is. And then you start looking for evidence. And then you start, being grateful that you're seeing it. That's how manifestation works, kids. Y'all are seeing it in real time. Okay. Your daughter just tried out for the Saints and made it to the finals, but got cut. Oh my gosh. She should try next year again too. I watched that Making the Team show. Oh my God. I love that show, that Making the Team. Pineapple is the safe word. Sarah, my guides are amazing. Dude, my guides are so good. That's awesome. Did y'all see that? How psychic I am? She will get it. Yeah, keep trying. Absolutely. My parents wanted that route for me. They were going to put me in the Apache Bells. I was going to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, all the things. They were trying to groom me when I was a kid, but I couldn't get into it. I was doing Pee-wee cheerleading. I did jazz, tap, started doing all the classes and stuff for choreography and the steps and things. But I just, God. If future you could talk to young you, what would they say? What would current you say to 10-year-old you? What would current you today say to 10-year-old you? Right whenever you're just getting ready, okay? You're getting ready. You got a pretty good idea. You got a pretty good handle on, what the hand is that you've been dealt. And this is your opportunity, okay? This is your opportunity to do life. What would today you say? Just curious. She made the first episode of Making the Team. Shut up. I love that. Oh my God. I love that freaking show. Those girls work so hard. They got me crying every time. Every time a girl gets cut, I'm like, try again, baby. You'll do it. You're going to make it. God loves a trier. God loves a trier. Try. Keep trying. Just keep trying. Tell young me, stay away from the fry cook at Wendy's because he will get you pregnant, and don't join the military. Okay. Nice. That's a good one. That is a really good one. That's a good one. I would tell 10-year-old me to value who I am more. Don't let anybody out there tell you what your value is. And I would explain in detail what value I held in detail. Mm-hmm. And also, I would tell myself to trust myself more. Every single thing I felt called to do that felt right, I should have done. Everything that I did that felt wrong, I should not have done. So I felt it. And I did the opposite anyway. And I will tell myself, trust that more. Mm. Next time she knows what's up, even if she goes there, she get for sure. They will remember her and her determination to try again. For sure. Exactly. Yeah. Value myself more and explain in detail every aspect of you and what that reality looks like. We have got to explain to our young people about power and what it really is, what it's been shown to you as, and how misleading and incorrect it is, and how it really should be and can be to the benefit of self. Not admiration of other people having it, but how to produce it for self, how to have it for self, what true power is. She know, yeah, I'm sure. I read it and I was like, I know that's not Junior, it's Joni. I knew it wasn't Junior, it was Joni. That would fall in line with my statement without getting too specific. Because 18-year-old me was taking advantage of the fact that I was 18 years old. And I was taking every opportunity to make money off of it. I did until I was like 26, from 18 to 26. I made money on the fact that I was young and good looking. And I had men eating out of my hands, and I made money. So, and then that got old and tired and gross. And so then I started leaning more towards, I started waitressing. And then I worked at Hooters because I was like, okay, well, I'm going to waitress and be ogled. Then I can make money in a safe space. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is temporary. This is only temporary. And I don't even have, oh, darn. I'm not even all the way. Oh, what a slacker I am. Oh my gosh. Freaking slacker. Oh my gosh. My bad. There. Huzzah. Ta-da. It's even more beautiful. But yeah, this is me. The lights are me. But the room, I'm in my mom's apartment. I'm in my mommy's apartment. My mom gave me her apartment for a month while my rig's being worked on. So I will be back in the rig. Hopefully my final parts are coming in this week. So soon I should be back in mobile again. So everything is Exactly perfect. So I'm so excited. I'm about to get myself settled and figure some things out. I'm gonna have a new structured schedule. Everything's gonna be, and then my setup in my rig is gonna change because I'm gonna change that whole setup. I hate the bench seating in my rig, and I don't need it. I don't use it for what it is. So I'm gonna pull all that out. I'm gonna put a table in there and a chair and some wall shelves. So it's gonna be more permanent. So I don't have to like tear down everything so that I can travel, because I am still going to be traveling, everybody. I am a traveling tarot reader. I will come to a city and be reading in your city. That's the whole goal and purpose of having a freaking RV, so I can come to a city near you, read at one of these expos, pop-ups, marts, whatever. There will be moments whenever I'll know in advance, and so I can let y'all know I'm traveling. I'll be in, California, or I'll be in Oregon, I'll be in Nevada, I'll be in Utah, whatever it is. But I'm going to be actually traveling in the future and be put at places where I'm doing in-person readings. Hopefully, with a lot more of the growth that I'm also working on, I'll be speaking at expos and such. I would like to be speaking on forums eventually one day. So I am working to build up my education and get some accredited licensing to back up everything I say as well. So I'm working on getting more, even more. So this has just been an avenue. Thank you, Joni. You're so sweet. Thank you. I know my rig is the best. I have to. Yeah. No, listen, baby. I have a lot of friends in Houston, so for sure I will be going there because I do need to come and visit. I gotta come visit. Island View Casino Gulfport. Oh yes. Oh, I've heard there is a community in Mississippi. I forget what it's called, but there's like it's like a whole gypsy community where Meridian, Madrid, it's Meridian or something like that. I think you probably know of it. It's in Mississippi, and it's the gypsy community. But I wanted to come there and read, even though they were very, very, very mean to me for having that name before, and I changed my name. But they were very mean. They're like, "You're being mean," and I was like, "Dude, I'm making it cute. You're the one hanging on to the negative context of it. I don't mean context negatively ever." Hello, watch my channel. Love and light, babe. Love and light. Meridian. Thank you to my spirit guides. Yay. Yay, spirit guides. I constantly hear, "You're glowing." I hear that all the time, Joni. It's because I love what I do. I love this job. I've never felt more correct doing what I'm doing right now. I love what I do. I love what I do. So thank you. Olive Branch. Oh, cute. My dad and my brother were born in Mississippi. So we have family still out there. So I know Mississippi well. I know Mississippi quite well. I just know of it. I haven't been, ironically, but I know a lot of people from there. I know a lot of people from Mississippi. I drove through Mississippi on my way to Florida. I took a southern angle all the way across Mississippi to get to Florida, and it was a beautiful drive. It was beautiful. It was really pretty. They had nice roads. They agreed with the rig. It was not bad at all. Of course, my rig drives like a freaking race car. It's so smooth. It's so nice for a freaking Class A giant 28-foot RV. It drives nice, real nice. You were on the Gulfport for a while? Oh, on lockdown. Trained with the Seabees. Okay. Oh, were you Navy or you Coast Guard, Sarah? You work in NOLA? Awesome. That's cool. Hi, Imran. Welcome. You work in NOLA still, so I have no idea what any of that is. I don't know what NOLA is. I don't know what Annabelle is. I don't know what any of that is. What is that? Does anyone else know? What is that? I'm very sheltered, my darling. It's the Army National Guard. Okay. 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 I almost got into the National Guard, and then those girls came out and told me to leave. They were like, "You need to go. You don't want to be in this." I was like, "Oh my God, okay." I ran. I was in my 20s. They're like, "Girl, you don't want to do this." And I was like, "I don't." And they're like, "No." And I was like, "Okay." New Orleans, thank you. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I would have gotten it hours later. I've been like, "Oh my God, duh." Like I am right now. Thank you. What is Annabelle? What's that? Into city. I know NOLA. Okay. I drove through New Orleans on my way back from Florida. I drove through, let's see, I took the Dallas route out when I went to Florida, and then I came back through Houston and then came up north. So I took 20 out and 10 back there. That's what I did. It was good. A Conjuring doll? Huh. Who is them? Then who's them bringing the Conjuring doll? What is I don't know what that is. I'm so sheltered. Oh, I think I saw like a cartoon character of Annabelle. You're making me want to look it up. You making me want to look it up. Let me look here. Okay. Oh my God, I had one of those. Raggedy Ann doll. I had a Raggedy Ann. Oh my God, you're like totally unlocked my childhood memory. Wow. Holy crow, I had one of those. The Louisiana. Okay. Haunted doll. I didn't know. Raggedy Ann. But I thought it was Raggedy Ann and then Raggedy Andy. How did they get Annabelle? Because I had a Raggedy Ann and I had a Raggedy Andy. I had both. Is it my doll? Is it my doll for childhood? Oops. Just kidding. A possessed doll. She's a haunted doll. Hi, Grace. Welcome back. You drove through there when you moved from, yep. I took the bus, Sarah, from Texas to North Carolina, and then from North Carolina back to Texas. I took a freaking Greyhound when I was 18. I went out there. I got to North Carolina. Hurricane Fran hit. It was 1996. Hurricane Fran hit. I was like, holy crap. I was there for another couple of months, and then I came home. What's timing? I mean, my doll was great. I loved all my stuffies. Anne and Andy. That's the name that they call her. But yes, it's yeah, Anne and Andy. Yeah, I had both. Wow, that's wild. I was good with my stuffs. I had a big old like basket in the top corner full of my stuffs. Remember those long 6-foot long snakes that was stuffed with like styrofoam? Do you remember those when you were a kid? Did y'all have the snake? I had one that was 6 feet long, and it was a stuffed snake, and it had a big old head and a tongue that hung out. I wanted that thing. My mom's like, "It's a snake," and I was like, "I want it. I have to have it." I think I had a couple of friends that had one. I wanted one. Mine was pink and purple. To match my room. I did. I pulled it up. It's interesting. I'm looking at it. I don't watch the news, so that's why I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, what the heck is that? What do you mean? What do I think about it? I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. I see it here. And I like how they supposedly. The doll is 54 years old, given as a gift in 1970. Okay. Received it as a birthday present. Oh, I see The Conjuring here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not bothered by any of that. I like all that stuff. I don't mind any of that stuff at all. I used to see scary things when I was a kid, and it desensitized the hell out of me. But I would see it like in real time, and I would sit with it. And I would be like, why are you here? What do you want? And I would just like confront it. My mom has a lot of these. She'll have night terrors, and she'll have visitors that will come and they scare her. And I'm like, ask them, what do you want? Why are you here? Why are you making yourself known to me? What's the deal? What's happening? And she's like, oh, okay. And then when I told her that, they quit visiting. And I'm like, they can come see me. I'll talk to them. I'm fine with it. I'm good. I've never really been, one that's like, oh my God, it's a ghost or it's a haunted house. Like, I don't care. I really don't. I will go and sit with it because it's good. I'm fine with it because I know that it's not, I'm okay with it because I can put it in its place and I know what it is and I know why it is. And it's a shared space. It's not like I'm going to be like feeding it negativity or feeding it fear, because that's what you get out of anything, what you pour into it. I'm feeding inquisitive energy, like, what's going on? Tell me about your life. How did you get to this point? What made you decide to haunt people? How did you get here? Oh yeah, cool. So we're very similar because I had that when I was a kid. There's the Robert doll too, who was possessed. I'm cool with it. She's in Ed and Lorraine Warren's museum, locked up behind glass and protected. Awesome. I had things all the time when I was a kid. Just all the time. Just rando, weirdo stuff. And still to this day, like, stuff is just, I can feel it. And if it's attempting to portray itself as something scary, I don't feed it fear. Because if that's, the imagery or whatever, think about what angels really look like. Did y'all know that angels are really actually very, 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 like, what humans would consider scary looking? Actual angels. I've seen pictures of it where it's like this, it's not even like wings, but it's like this electric type of light energy that comes out of this centrally focused thing. And the best way for them to do it is to make it look like wings coming out of a being. But the being is actually like an all-seeing like eye. It's like a giant like energetic absorption that's like sending you energy and sensing your energy. And it's, think of how they portray aliens communicate telepathically, right? They're communicating, they don't need words, they don't need language deciphering, they just know, and you'll just know. And that's how there is this communication. It's the same thing. But people are like, oh, angels are these, you know, it looks like your granddad or your grandma, and there's angels and a little halo and a white dress, you know. Okay, well, that's, you know, humanizing it so that we cannot be, you know, what fear is being fed to us, because they teach us to be scared of message and what's being delivered. I don't really feed into that. I always found haunted stuff, like scary movies, it's either over the top and unnecessary or wildly ridiculous and funny. That's why I never really fed into it. I can always predict movies, which is why I've never really been entertained by them. They're very predictive, especially if you're a psychic and an intuitive. You pretty much always know what's going to happen. If somebody just says, I have a surprise for you, I'm like, don't tell me that, because I can see it in my mind's eye. If you make me focus on it, I'm going to see it. Just keep me in the dark. And that way it remains a surprise. So it's funny stuff. People have said they didn't believe in Annabelle while the museum died. Okay. Interesting. See, it's not that I don't believe, I'm just not scared. I'm just curious, like what's the point? Can I help you decipher why you're needing to do what you do? Because, you know, if you're an energy worker and a light worker and that's your study, that technically is a form of energy. What's your purpose? Why are you here? What's happening? That bracelet shows my peace. No, I am not dating. No, I've actually just disconnected from somebody. You see my little moons. You see my highlight. Yeah, I got my highlight, and yes, ma'am, you're so good. You're so good. No, I actually just got discarded from I guess an avoidant. Another mistake. So not dating. That whole door and chapter is officially closed for good. I'm so off of all that it's not even anything. I'm focusing on building my empire. So my empire is my only focus. Everything else is very uninteresting to me. Extremely uninteresting. There's nothing in the world that is more off-putting than the thought of having to connect with another human personally, one-on-one, for the sake of bonding and connecting for life purpose fulfillment. It ain't happening. There's nothing appealing about that whatsoever. My passion, my drive, and my focus is in building my empire and improving myself to make myself basically untouchable. It's going to take a very very enlightened, very educated, very profound person to have that kind of access to me ever again, ever. So my confidence, yes. Thank you. Nice. Yes, ma'am. This is so that others will be at peace around me, because it's on my right. So this is so that others around me will receive me peacefully. There's protection and peace. And then, yeah, this is inbound. Not the dusties. Hi, Lola. Welcome. Good to see you, dear. Welcome back. I'm so glad you made it back. How cute. Yay. We're all returning. I love this. This is my favorite. See things out of the corner of your eyes, pass at times, see the movies, write it down, such as who done it, and the details, and then show it after it ends. Nice. So that's a way to keep yourself in tuned. Absolutely. You're testing your intuition. That's a great intuitive test. Totally. Absolutely. That's people get annoyed by watching movies with me because I'm like, they're gonna do this, they're gonna say this, they're gonna do this, and they're like, shh, stop, I'm trying to watch. And I'm like, this is wildly predictive. You don't see that happening. They're like, just get into it, just watch it. I'm like, it's boring. I know what's happening. I know what's about to happen. That's funny. In the corner of my eyes, I'm just like, are you there? Make yourself known. Show yourself. Let me look at you. I want to see them. I want to see them. Everybody, I am so happy you're all here. This is such a fun chat, y'all. 10:10. I just looked at my clock. It's 10:10, y'all. Perfect. It's perfect. 10:10 on the clock. I love it so much. There we go. What else has everyone been up to? What else has everyone been up to? It's now 11:11. Cats scare you? Oh my gosh. No, not animals. Never. No. Even like spiders, I'm catch and release. They'll be walking and I'll be like, you better be so glad you're in my presence, because I'll get a glass and like catch it, and I'll stick paper underneath and I put it in the glass, and I go outside and I put the glass down and I pull the paper off and I go inside. I do this for things that fly, that are scary looking. If it's scary looking and it's flying, I will catch it and go outside. If it's something that's got a stinger on it, I will pull that paper and run like my hair is on fire. It's quite a sight, I assure you. I love all animals, though. Cats and I are so similar. We're so similar. I'll never forget. I still have scars from when I was a kid. And this cat, this scar right here and right here. This cat took a chunk out of my wrist when I was a kid. But I knew it was my fault. I knew that I was being too aggressive and too forward, and I was pushing it. I knew this even as a child. I think I was 6, maybe 5 or 6 years old. And I came back and I looked at it and I was like, I'm sorry. I apologized to the cat for being too much. And then I went back in slowly and tried to pat. I'm bleeding, mind you. I'm like, my hand is bleeding. This is a stray cat. I could have, cat scratch fever. I could have rabies at this point. It could be anything. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me try again. Because I love them. B-Girl and Squid Games. Oh, how funny. I've never seen Squid Games. Fruit flies. Escort them outside. Yes, I'm sorry. You seem lost. This is not the place for you. You'll like it so much better out in the world. You don't need to be in my house. In my house, the cat could eat you. The dog could eat you. It's just not cool. I could accidentally squish you. Just go in the world and be good. Be happy. Be out. Go be happy. From the tornado. Oh my gosh. Yeah, them tornadoes have been doing a number on the South. They had a little outbreak happening north of here, and then Oklahoma. It's starting to gear up just in time for me to get back in my rig. It's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. These Texas storms, man. I will try to stay online as much as I possibly can, but if they start rocking and rolling, I will have to jump off and turn off my computer just to keep it safe. It's on a surge protector most of the time, and I will be on a surge protector as well with my rigs plugged in to the 30 amp. I've got a surge protector there, and then I've got a surge protector on the computer. But I will still be like making sure that because this is a very, very nice computer. My parents built me an amazing system, and I'm going to protect the shit out of it. So, faux show. But y'all know I will be like right back. I'll let it pass. If we still have electricity, I'll come back on. Oh, my generator is working. So if I have enough gas, then I'll use my generator and pop on. Faux show. Faux show, for show. Who's teasing me? Oh, yeah, I was teasing. Yes, I'm teasing. Yep. I said his fingers are swollen. He must have smacked them with a hammer or something. He can't type well. Layla, hello. Menitio. Ciao. Welcome. Saluti. I think that's welcome. Romani dall'Italia. Oh, okay. Are you speaking Italian? Beautiful. I don't speak Italian. Hablo poquito español con los niños porque entiende que me diga, pero no, no más. Es demasiado. Lo siento. Welcome. Good to see you. That's about it. That's all I got. I'm in America. We're very limited. My apologies. But my English is very grammatically correct. So a lot of people who have English as their second language can understand me very well. So I've noticed that people who have English as their second language like to follow me. It's fun. Of course, I'm teasing Fred about his fingers. He's tripping all over the keyboard. His fingers are tied in knots. Teacher's pet is so late. Girl, you are late. This is almost at the end of the class. I'm just shocked you even showed up. She's coming at us just like, I'm just here to get the assignments and the homework if there's any. I missed the whole class. If anybody has any notes, I'll take them. You're taking me back to high school. There you go. Yes, I'm going Catholic nun. Where's my ruler? Krishmak. We're going Catholic nun. If anybody is interested, I attempted to do a deeper dive on the weekly reading that was done yesterday. That will be in the beginning. So the rest of the live is just going to be blah, 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 blah. All of us like just hanging out and chatting. It's been fun. It's been amazing. The subjects have been vast, far and vast. Like we've covered a lot of subjects. We've covered hair. We've covered ghosts. We've covered spirits. We've covered angels. We've covered, what else did we cover? Quite a bit. Anyway, go back, rewatch it. Oh, traveling. Anyway, massage. We've covered a lot. Go check out the replay anytime you like. Yeah, it's there. It's fun. It's cute. We have fun. You know, we have a good time. But yes, the I attempted to do better by Cancer, and it just is what it is. But I'm not owning that. Also, I'm talking about how we are manifesting and creating better, right? So now that you're aware of the energy, this is not predictive. I'm not telling you this is written in stone and this is the way it is. That's not how tarot works. I have read energy. This now gives you insight to be aware of a possible circumstance so that you can know how to handle it. You can either, tell yourself over and over again, this is going to be a great week. This is going to be a great day. How much better can it get? If I've predicted that it's going to be a troubling week and you're going to have all kinds of things that you're going to need to kind of pull back from and soothe yourself through, then you're aware, that things are going to be popping up. So now it's not the time to stress out or freak out or, think that, one thing is just going to be done. There could be others coming up. You're going to need to pace yourself. You're going to need to be very slow and gentle with yourself this week. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get rushed. Don't try to force it to be what it's not. Just surrender, move through it, let it be. The only thing we have control over is ourselves, the way we think, feel, and react. Everything else is circumstantial. It is a point to which you are being challenged to implement the lessons that you have. We're always being challenged to be stronger than our challenges. Always. That's life. But, it is what it is. Storms, Annabelle, Squid Games. Oh, thanks, Jody. We have fun. We have a good time. Manifest it. We create it. Like a shitstorm coming in? No. Oh, you know what? I had some sort of a pineal clench. I felt like something was tight. I immediately grabbed it and I said, "You are not welcome here. My energy is for me. I am protected. Please leave. You are not welcome here. My energy is for me. You are not welcome here. Please leave." I said it over and over again until I felt that release. And it took a minute. It did. It took a minute. You know what I did? I centered myself, I calmed myself, and I went and meditated for like an hour at least. I know that I rested a while, but I meditated. That's what I did. I conquered it. I claimed that it was not welcome here. I'm itching like crazy while I'm channeling. I'm getting so itchy channeling. Tamarind pods. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, your pineal gland could be getting attacked. Yeah. So there is possible psychic attacks happening. There's somebody who is trying to tune in. There's something there. It could be celestial. Could be something that is happening to those who have been awakened or those that are enlightened, those who are already on a path. Okay. Could be. There's a clinch meant to knock you off course. How's he doing? They want to know how's life. We cuddled for a long time. He's such a good meditative buddy. He's so good for meditating. He's very helpful. It makes me want to squeeze him. Sorry. And he's got the hook on me. You got the hook on me. Hello. Oh. With her sword. Hilarious. You just heard her. She's good. I think she's in the I think she's in the chair. Stop putting your tail in my mouth. Stop. Bro. Son, can you come here? Lay down. Lay down, buddy. You guys are armed and dangerous. You guys need to chill with all that. Y'all need to chill with your swords, you poor babies. Y'all are a little draw at 50 paces happy. Bruh, I do it to him all the time. Like, bruh, come on, dude. Come on, son. Your paperwork for your cert got rejected? Oh no. They're trying to get you to do it over and pay again. I would totally demand an appeal. That sucks. Get your foot off of my weirdo. Stop. What's the certification for? My hair is touching his feet, which makes his feet move and makes him keep kicking me in the chesticles. Whacking all this bad energy. You spoke of her and she has arrived. They want to see you. Yeah, they want to see you. You gonna try it? You gonna try it? There she is. She's trying. Oh my gosh. 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 Oh my god. Ah! Registered behavioral tech. Oh wow. Interesting. Interesting. I would love to get certified. What's a behavioral tech? What's that? Is that physical therapy? They get on. Yeah, they're buddies. Whether he likes it or not. He could do without, but he tolerates because he's got no choice. She's very demanding and very intrusive and very forward, and so he knows his role. Look at how he looks. Y'all can't see how he's looking at her. He's looking at her with a little disgust, and his hair's all messed up. So he's oh yeah, and she got right in his face, and he don't like it. Yeah, right. You kind of smell bad. Yeah, he's smelling her. He's like, you smell bad. You kind of smell bad. I can't bathe her until I get back in the rig. She stinks bad. Yep, he's out. He's done. He's like, you stink. I'm out of here. Oh, he went to go smash his face in the window. He's like, yeah, go on. I'm sorry, baby. Bye. Okay. Put her in the shower. It'll just smell like wet dog. She needs her shampoo, and I didn't bring it. I didn't bring it with me. It's in the rig. I'll bathe her when I get back. They're fixing my hot water heater. Like everything broke. Everything. Because it didn't get winterized. Because it just sat there. I said 50,000 times. I'm like, we need to winterize my rig. We need to winterize my wig. My parents said it. His mom said it. Like everybody was like, come on, come on. It never happened. And so I had all kinds of stuff get broken. But luckily, I have warranty on there. And I was surprised. I was so shocked that they fixed what they fixed, but they did. And I'm out of pocket for a few things, but I'm very, very grateful to have assistance and help with that. So we'll get it back running again, tip top shape. I'll have my water heater working. She'll have a nice warm bath in our house. She can have a nice warm bath in our house and run around like a nut like she likes to do. I am not using my Olaplex on the freaking dog. You have got to be joking. Heck to the no. No, that stuff's expensive, girl. It's like $20 for 12 ounces. No. Mm-mm. Well, with my license. Y'all have to pay more because you're not licensed. I can get the liter for $45 to $50. I can get a liter. and you pay about 100 something in the salon. You're funny, Olaflex. So you help them learn skills for daily living, professional nanny. Oh, cute. That's fantastic. Of course you're an in-person healer. Of course you are, Lola. Girl, I'm not trying to use my salon products on my dog. They do have really good quality shampoos and stuff, but she's a short hair. She doesn't really need it. Neurodivergent conditions and other. Oh, that is amazing, Lola. Good for you. So your cert did not get renewed. Are you every 2 years, like with my Cosmo license? I have to get it. I have to do it every 2 years. Is that the same? You have the big ones? Oh, just get a pump. I get a pump, and then when I buy a new one, I'll take the old one and put it upside down on top of it, empty, and let them sit, and then put a little like piece of tape and let it sit so it'll all go down in there. And then you can use your finger and like pull the rest out. I'll do that. I'll scoop it all out. Girl, I get a knife and cut that plastic open, and I get every little ounce out of it. I'll be damned if I'm going to throw any of it away, because that's, not much left in there is about freaking $3 or $4. I ain't throwing $3 or $4 away. You should see me with my toothpaste. I'm like, I have a Chiron Taurus, so I'm very, very frugal. Does anybody know your Chiron? Does everybody know your Chiron? Mine's in Taurus. I'm either going through money like water, or it is got the socket wrench clenching off the pipe. There's 2 ways that I handle money. Either it's water and I blow through it like crazy, or want money. There's no money around here. Keep moving. It's my money. Nobody can have it. You have so much of it to use. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. I know. I love it though. Olaplex is the best. It's like caviar for your hair. It's so good. So good. Yeah, you can do that. I sometimes with the shampoo, I'll do that. I don't do that with the conditioner because it dilutes it. Your Chiron's in Cancer. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You want a candle that smells like Rebel? Oh my God. You guys, it reminds me of like the Garbage Pail Kids. That'll remind me of like Garbage Pail Kids. You go in and you're like, oh, cute. Ew, what's that? Ew. Oh, have you ever had the jelly beans? The what do they call them? There's these jelly beans, and they're bamboozled. That's what they're called. They're called the bamboozled. And they're these jelly beans. They have one that tastes like earwax. They have one that they said it tastes like boogers. They have one they said it tastes like puke. And all of like they're called Bean Boozled. Bean Boozled. That's what they are. They're trick jelly beans. It's the trick ones. And they look like the ones that taste good. And so you can trick people. The Garbage Pail Kids. That's an 80s thing. That was, they're stretched. They had to stretch. You do? You have the Bean Boozled? That is so funny, Grace. Oh, for gross. Yes. The grossest. No, they're terrible. They're awful. I used to play with people at my work because I would buy the big boxes of jelly beans and send them to my vendors. And I saw those. And so I messed with the mechanics because I worked in an aviation maintenance shop. So all the mechanics were you know how men are, like men, and I'm the only girl in the whole office, and my husband's the director of maintenance, so everybody's picking on me like I'm their sister. So, you know, game on, let's play. So I got the bean booth. And I was like, you want a jelly bean? You want a jelly bean? You want a jelly bean? And just watching their faces was so good. It was worth it. It was worth it. You need to throw them out. They're something. Garbage focus. Someone had weird things going. Yeah. Well, look at the world, baby. Oh, Fred's Chiron is in Pisces. Interesting. How apropos. Look at the world around you, Leela. I mean, case in point. The things that people think is entertaining. The things that people think the world is missing. I got an idea. I'll know what I'll do. I know what I'll make. May they be tormented for life. No. Why do girls always have like 3 drinks? How many drinks do y'all have around you right now? Why do girls always have? Yeah, the world's weird. So of course people are going to be weirder. Let me show you how weird I can be. Okay, I guess. If you must. Yeah, I must. I equate that to the people I used to try to avoid in middle school. So you have 2? Nice. You have 3? You have 3? You water a glass, see? Yep. 2 in tumblers. I know. Girls always have 2 or 3 drinks. What is our deal? Why do we do that? I have a hot drink. I have a cold drink. These both have caffeine. And this is green tea. No, this is coffee with almond creamer, vanilla almond creamer. This is green tea with organic cane sugar. And this is my water with the spoken intention that I'm drinking in. Fred, how many drinks do you have around you right now? Is why you can't buy more Stanley. Could you imagine? We have like, you remember the holsters? Remember Rambo, how he had the bullets like across his chest? We'd have like all these drinks, like drinks and drinks. We're armed with hydration. We're armed with hydration and preference. He's got one. Exactly. Exactly. We love the variety with flavor. Give me all the flavors. Something to wash it down with. I've got a hot and a cold. Mm-hmm. We're funny. And your lip balm. Yeah. I got the Burt's Bees right here. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. We're ready. One in the fridge to alternate if one gets warm. Okay. All right. There you go. So he's got a little thing, but it's one at a time. That is funny. That's really funny. These are some thirsty women. We're so thirsty. It's our thirst traps. We're putting a new name to thirst trap. It's so good though. It's good. It's good to have choices. We like options when it comes to our consumptions. Consuming with option. Friends like, y'all are nutty. Yeah, that's it. For them, yes. Y'all are funny. Well, how do y'all feel? Good? Would you, she says true. That's 100. Facts. Facts. Fred, facts. What do you want to hear about? Which oracle deck shall I pull? Which one? I'm a little tired of that one. I'm a little tired of my decks. Let's see here. This deck right here. I keep singing mystical. I don't want to. Pull a happy one? Girl, you read my mind. Because I'm happy. The doodle deck, that's cute. That's cute. Been so long. Been gone. Pivot. Ross from Friends always pops in my head. Okay. Pivot, choice, connect, slow down, focus, step back, bottom of the deck. Step back. In the middle of the room, feel for you. Sometimes when things are not falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How could you pivot even just a little bit? A little bit of a pivot. This is as simple as adding 20 minutes to your morning. You know, if you could just add 20 more minutes, would that make all the difference in your day? Would it help everything flow more smoothly? Or if you could, you know, get to bed a little bit earlier, or if you could, you know, try to maybe take your lunch instead of always eating out, trying to hurry up and squeeze in, you know, maybe taking your lunch a few days a week, or trying something different. This is altering in some small minor way, even just a little bit, to see if that can't make all the difference in the world. Okay. This is as simple as, you know, getting your fuel in your car in the evening before you go home, so you're not having to do it in the morning. I used to do that to myself. Oh my gosh, I would hate that. You're trying to go in the morning and everything's in your way and the pumps are so slow. Or you have to get up extra early. Anyway, you a procrastinator? Nice. You were singing happy? That's fun. I saw this on Modern Family, and he Phil said that he made the song Snappy, and Pharrell stole the song from him because he published it on YouTube. And so he says that Pharrell stole the song from him. He's like, because I'm snappy, snappy fingers, snappy and happy. And it was close. Anyway, it was funny. When I dip, you dip. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Leela. Yes. Pivot your hips. Okay. Okay. Now we've got choices. Whoa. God, Brad. You're snappy because I'm snappy. Your Chiron's in Aries. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. So you're either at 11D or struggling to get the gas going. Make your choice. Avert your eyes. Take it all in. Make your choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide whether you've been going, which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. Okay, so these choices and decisions that we have to make, often getting extra opinions or doing too much research is setting you in analysis paralysis. Sometimes the decision is as simple as just making a choice and going with it. It's as simple as, heads or tails, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Close your eyes and put your finger on it. It's as simple as that. Every decision we make is the right one, whether you're experiencing something for the benefit or you're experiencing something for the sake of experience, just so that you have that knowledge. Now you know. Definitely not that. That 1000% ain't it. Now I know it's the other one. If there is no way to have that other thing back ever again, it's fine. You will still have the opportunity to continue forward. You can always abandon a choice and choose again. This is the constant in life, is that there is consistent change. There's constantly change. It's just a matter of going in a direction. Could need to slow down before you make that choice. Because life is not a race, nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate with clarity and ease. Okay. Have y'all ever been in a huge freaking hurry and it takes one little minor screw up in order for the whole thing to just domino and unravel all around your ankles because you're going too damn fast? You're moving too quickly. Universe does not want us to be at a rapid pace. This is not the tone or the pace in which we have been set to life. Life and man and time are all indicators of pressure to conduct on a certain timetable, timeline, a certain scheduling, to live your life by the clock. To live out your life to the tick of a clock. It's not a race. It's not a competition. If you feel like things are going at a pace that you're not comfortable or you're not able to clearly navigate, slowing down does not make you weak. This gives you bearings. This gives you the ability to move with precision by feeling your way to what is calling for you and what is pushing you away, right? We can feel when something feels off. We can feel when something feels good. Does it make you feel lighter? Does it make you feel heavier? Navigate through your emotions, not through the timetables, not through the circumstance. Connect. Eighth house. Whoa. My moon's in the eighth house. Transformative. Baby Cancer. I want to touch on that. I'm going to touch on that again. You're being asked to connect with others in meaningful ways. Sometimes it's helpful to get a new perspective, and simply being around other people You're in need of this now, and deep connections will benefit you in many ways. Now, this is asking for you to not take in other people's opinions. And then here we have you being asked to connect to people. Now, the difference is connecting with authenticity and genuine connections versus the ones that are meant to mislead or knock you off course or to test you, to see if you're going to trust your inner knowing, or are you going to be able to be swayed, to be bumped off track and bumped off course? Which lesson are you taking? Are you taking the one of listening to your authenticity and your vibration, or are you going to learn the lesson of knowing when to move and when not to move, who to listen to, who not to listen to? Okay. Focus. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and towards what is. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is the first step to creating an amazing life. And again, that's about tuning into the vibration, tuning into the words, allowing yourself to feel whether this is something that is going to benefit you or if it's going to just send you through this whole other experience that you're going to have to detach from, learn from, untangle, correct, remove, escort away. Pull on back, my darling. Step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out, view your life from a distance. You can get the perspective needed. Okay, so we need to connect and focus with things that are leading us into the correct direction. Everything else is meant for you to figure out what isn't working and what is. Lean into what does, lean away from what doesn't. We have a doodle deck request. Let's see what old Doodle has to say about it. Closing message. Because nature is calling me. We've been holding steady at 7 people over on the YouTube, and I am here for it. One of those is me. I am in my own chat as myself. Hello, me. Hello, you. Ooh. 2 of Wands in the reverse. Make your choice. This is an indecision. Some of you are not looking forward to the outcome. 7 of Wands, and procrastinating like hell, putting it off as much as possible. This is every excuse in the book to put this off. Some of you have rescheduled this decision. Some of you are requesting more time for more research, more input. Some of you are asking for, can we push this off to next month, next week, tomorrow? Can I call you back at the end of the day, right? Some of you are pushing this off. It's best to just face it and get it over with. We've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles hanging out here together. One of 2 things could be from this double queen pool. This double queen pool is either 2 people making a decision. This is an indecision between 2 people. That it was just 2 when I looked at the dang good clock. I did it again. I had 2 queens and it was 2 hours, 22 minutes and 22 seconds right when I looked at the freaking clock, y'all. What? This also, and look, I've got 2 wands in the reverse, 2 queens in the upright. Some of you are defending somebody. You could be defending somebody's advice and guidance. They've always supported me before. They've always cared for me in the past. This person has my best interest. And so I am led to listen, to follow, to lean in. 3 of Pentacles back here. 3 of Cups. Shut up. This was pulled earlier for a different. Who had that? Aha. Yep. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Who had this reading earlier? Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Here it is again. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Shut up. Look at what they do. This is an excellent collaboration. This is being supported. This is being nurtured. This is being cared for. Whatever your decision you're making is pulling you towards something that is going to be beneficial. Lean into this decision. Wow. The Hierophant. Devil, Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. You're nervous from their past decisions, nervous from past decisions and past lessons, wondering if you've learned enough, if you're being tested again. Some of you are moving with a lot of caution, a lot of very careful steps before you decide anything. And I don't blame you, girl. Me too. Boy, same. Okay. All right. Okay. How many more days can you make it? Oh my gosh. I used to, back when I made money, like really good money, I would just buy more clothes. I kept buying clothes. My old roommate did this too. She was my best friend. Like she had mountains of laundry everywhere. And I swear to God, she came in every week with a new bag. And I was like, when are you going to wash what you have? And then I started doing it one year when I started making good money. I was making really good money, but I was working all the damn time. And I was constantly fighting with my ex-husband for power and control over the household. So there was a bit of a protest happening and I just bought new stuff. So yeah. Agreements with your ex. That's funny. Hi, Juanita. Welcome. She says, bruh. I know, right? All the way shy, for sure. For sure. That's funny. So this decision will help you. Also, with this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles, this is a very supportive, very nurturing support here. This is generosity. This one here is very caring, very compassionate, very loving. These are the sources which we want to tap into. This is where we want to lean into. You'll hear the cat. You'll hear him. He's all wired. It's late at night and he gets wiredy. He's wiredy. It's so fun. So it's funny. It's funny, Lola, that you mentioned baby water. Was that you? You hear him? Isn't he funny? He's getting wired. Baby Cancer, Lola. Yes. Now, I had broken it down. So the sections, right? So we have the baby signs. That's the first quarter of the 4 elements. We have the 4 elements broken up into 3 sections, right? So there's 12 of them. Technically there is 13 and there should be 13, but for the sake of common knowledge of what everybody is aware of versus having to explain and redirect and refraction out the year, it's baby and then adolescent and then adult, right? A little bit further along. So I think of it as the maiden, the mother, and the crone, right? So we have the 3 stages of life. You have your beginning and you have the middle part of your life, and then you have the ending part of your life. This is that same to do with the elements. So you have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer, all the beginning of the elements. They're all the very first part of where the elements begin. Yes. He's so wired. Hi, welcome in. Then you move to the next section. Then we have Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. Now think of those elements And think of those sign placements, how they're just a little bit more, they got a little bit more edge to. Think of the junior ones, right? They're fun, they're carefree. It's just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to do what I know to do. I'm just going to hunker into my element and do what I do. They're playing. They're in the background just playing. They're so playing and playing and playing. Welcome. Hello, hello. And then the middle part, right? So think about that edge that Virgo has, right? They're very opinionated, and they know some things, and they like their life a certain kind of way. Taurus isn't so much about that, like about, putting it out into the world and making sure that everybody else does it. They're just focused on themselves. Capricorn, though, they're about the structure of everybody. It's a very adult thing. Right. For everybody to kind of, I've got this figured out. I've got a really good idea about how this should go. And it's like guiding like an entire corporation. The Taurans basically govern self. The Virgos will govern like a household or your people or, people that they know, their environment. The Capricorns want to govern everything. They're both wired. I apologize. It's going to be real noisy in the background. They've hit their amp. Somebody pulled their cord and now they are excited and happy. My pets are, yes, they're all getting into it. So here we go. But yeah, isn't that interesting? And then you think about how Pisces are. Pisces are very emotional, but they're not gonna trauma dump on you like a Cancer would. And I can say that because I'm a Cancer. They're not gonna be, spiteful, vindictive, or egoic like a Scorpio would. No tea, no shade, but you know how you are. Own it. And then they're just gonna kind of be like, oh, it's all good. Here's what it is. Say lovey. Lovey. Then Aquarians, right? Libras are more like, okay, for you, it's all good. Everybody's included. Geminis are like, I know what I know. Why don't you know what you know? What do you know? Let's challenge what you know. Okay, cool. And then Aquarians are like, hey, man, everybody's entitled to know anything. It's all acceptable. I just welcome the fact that everybody is learning, right? Isn't that an interesting way to look at it? Somebody had mentioned that to me once, and I was like, God, that makes so much sense. When you fraction it out like that and you break it down into the moments in the zodiac and you think about it, because Aries is the very beginning of everything. Aries is, about self, and they are about, their own purpose, what they focus on, them. And then by the time you get to Sagittarius, it's more about everything. It's all good. Whatever happens, happens. Where I land. As long as we're all having a good time, it's all good. It's all fun. It's why you can't make a freaking decision on anything. Whiny little brats and selfish. I know, it's okay. It's all good. Hey, I gotta listen. Mine's pretty cool though, because I have Cancer Sun, Libra Moon, and then Aquarius rising. So I have baby, teenager, and adult in my top 3. What I like to call baby, teenager, adult. The maiden, the mother, the crone. I've got all 3 in my top 3. So I feel balanced. I feel pretty balanced. The Virgo has taken over the rest of the chart. It's pretty well balanced though. It's interesting when you look at it like that though. Oh my gosh, when I think of my last person, it was teenager, baby, which totally tracks. Very bratty, very self-centered, very centrally focused. Yeah. Unable to take much else outside of self, outside of world. It was too much, too heavy. So interesting. Is it because I sang the happy song, Lola? You think they heard it and now they're just like, wee. Had to learn to undo and trust in your decision making after your exit, all the decisions. Yeah. Yep. I have a Libra moon, so yeah, I'm very inclusive that way. Aquarius and Libra, yeah, I'm very inclusive. I welcome all aspects. But yeah, my Cancer sun and my Virgo placements are like, but I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway. You're welcome to have your opinion, but I know what I like. I know what I feel comfortable with. It's comfort levels. We want to reach comfort levels for sure. So, well, my darlings, 2:34 on the clock. Your ex is an Aries with a Scorpio moon. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I dated an Aries, Scorpio rising, Pisces moon, and I lived to tell about it. God bless my soul. Taurus twins have Scorpio rising. Oh my God. Leo rising and Gemini with Cancer moon, and he's a Cancer. Oh my gosh. So you get it. You see it. Yeah. Can you see the way the elements are in your family, the dynamics, and then the way they kind of do life and their preferences, the preferences on how they, operate. And the way in which they enact with others as well is a huge indicator of all that. You're a Leo and your husband's a Capricorn. Interesting. That's an interesting combination. I would be fascinated to hear the rest of your chart. My brother is a Leo and his son is a Capricorn, and they kind of butt heads. They butt heads a little bit. And there's always been this awkwardness with Leo Capricorn. So that's very interesting. I would love, love, love to see the rest of y'all's chart. That would be fascinating. Learning to trust yourself again. Gaslighting, second guessing. Yeah. Listen, and that's exactly what I came out of. Baby, teenager baby. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're apart? Oh, see. Yep, that tracks. I'm honestly not surprised, but it's not good. Yeah, he drinks. Oh boy. So that's never good. I don't condone that at all. I used to. It's the worst thing you could do for spirituality. I love my choice to stop drinking back years ago when I quit. I'm so happy. Son is a teen. Oh no. Brace yourself, Miss Sarah. Brace yourself. He controls and you're opposite. Mean drunk. Yeah. Yes, I definitely, yeah. There's nothing you can do whenever you're dealing with somebody who does that. And the fact that it's a legal substance too. It's promoted, it's legal, it's all over the place. And so everybody's like, it's not bad because it's legal. Well, it is bad. It's very bad, actually. It's there's all kinds of reasons that it's bad, but if you notice that it's a problem and it's a hinder in your life, absolutely, there's nothing you can do but get away from it and let that kind of run its course. 1000%. There's nothing you can do about that. Because people who do that, they don't even have accountability. They don't remember what they're saying and what they're doing. So the inability to have accountability for their actions is this sort of, past that they give themselves. Well, I was drunk and I didn't know. Well, that's the problem, is that you're choosing to take yourself to a point to where you lose control. Self-control is where we have to draw the line. And if you're standing in your boundaries, then self-control is a mandate. If somebody does not have it, then they cannot play in your playground. You set the rules for your playground and who gets to enter and who doesn't. If they're not meeting your rules, they do not get to stay. Absolutely. But looking at him, I mean, you know who he is. So the point now is just, what you're dealing with. Now it's a process of detaching yourself so that you can start to heal and work on completing yourself, right? Everything that you've learned has sent you back into you. Now you have to look at that part of you that tolerated it, that allowed it. Why did you do that? Why did you accept that? Why did you accept less than your worth and your value? You know what I mean? So, and you can't do any of that when you're still cluttered up in all this. You have got to, yes, start separating. And then you got to start detaching and doing that healing work. It's a process. You're at step one. You're looking at the door and you're getting ready to start knocking and pushing your way in, and then the journey begins. But it's up to you to choose to walk through that door and start the process. It's up to you. Okay. But I love this. I love that you're accountable. You're looking at it. You're seeing it for what it is. You're not making excuses for it anymore. And you're starting to take ownership of your own well-being. And that's all you can do, because obviously it's in the hands of somebody who doesn't value or appreciate or see it. So you have to value and appreciate self. Good for you. Good. Oh, I'm so sorry. 16 years. Mama passed away 6 years ago. Started bringing beer. Yeah. And that's a choice, man. And you have to make your choice based on the choice that was made. There's nothing you can do except for take care of self. Yes. Listen, babe, stay tuned. We go live here a lot. I go live here almost every single day. I'm constantly doing content and putting stuff up about empowerment and recognizing your power from within, choosing to how and the way to commit yourself to your purpose, because everything outside of you is a result of whatever your vibration and frequency is set at. And if you stay tuned, continue to follow, we will help and continue to walk you through all that for sure. Right. I detached from one of those things too. I detached from that very thing as well. It's about understanding it, acknowledging it, detaching, and starting to claim your power back. All the way live, dear. All the way live. I regularly am studying and bringing y'all information of everything I find to help to guide you to your purpose, because this is the only thing in the entire world you will ever be able to attach to is your purpose. We can never attach ourselves to a person, a place, or a thing. They're all temporary. They are. Everything is temporary. The only thing you will have for the rest of your life and your entire life is yourself, your purpose. Even your kids, even your parents, it's all temporary. Cool, baby? Oh, Hunty, yes, you've come to the right place. We will take you from trying to doing. Yeah. We lead you to the path of an action-oriented purpose fulfillment instead of talking about it, dreaming about it, and wanting it. We are action-oriented, path purpose driven here. So welcome. We're happy to have you here in the soul family. Be sure to set your notifications as well to all to make sure that you're not missing any of the live streams. Stay tuned for sure. Oh, Hunty, thank you. And look at the crowd. Look at this. Look at the classroom. We all love each other. We lift each other up. We are very tuned into your journey. We will get you there. We'll get you there. This is the pathway. Oh, you have made my whole evening. I'm goosebumpy. I'm all goosebumpy. I love this. Oh, yeah. We're here all the time, baby. I do regular readings as well. I cover your sun, moon, rising. If you don't know what those are, head to any one of your favorite search browsers, put all that information in. They're in a lot of my description boxes for Cafe Astrology. It'll take you directly to the link. You can put in your time, your place. If you know the time, that's great. If you don't, the place and the date. This will help you get as much information as possible so that you can watch other readings that'll help you get that advice and guidance that you're looking for to align you with something there. So, oh, baby, it's my purpose. And again, this is what it's all about, finding your purpose and diving all the way in. This is what's going to help you to fulfill that mission that you've been put on this planet for. And you got one. You got one. We all got one. We all have one. We do. And I'm just here to shine the light and be like, look at it. Look, there it is. Go get it. And I'm going to smack you on the butt, tell you good game, tell you go get it. Go get your life. Go get your life, baby. We're rooting for you. Because it's not what you're dealing with. What you're dealing with is a lesson. This is a teaching moment. This is an empowerment moment. This is a moment where you're supposed to wake up and realize, okay? Because we're not meant to feel bad. We're not meant to be sad. We're not meant to be mad. That's not our life. That's not what we're put here for. We're put here for love. We'll lead you there. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you for sharing your story as well. We're here for it. Those are the ones that stick, babe. Those are the ones that will never, ever leave. You're way less likely to put those hard lessons on repeat, aren't you? Way less likely. It's the ones we don't quite get that we keep putting on loop. And then you realize, oh, okay, maybe that's not for me. Yeah, maybe that's not my path. Maybe that ain't it. I liked it. I tried it. Maybe something different. So we'll get there. Yes. If you're tired, then I will help you understand the lesson so you can stop reliving it. You found the right place, baby. Welcome. We're glad to have you. Yeah, everybody goes through something. You're at your turn. Everybody. Trust me, I didn't get here one day because my life is perfect. I didn't find this path in life because I've had everything handed to me and everything's been so easy. Trust me. It was a long, bumpy road to get here, and I would love to teach you how to find your way to an open mind, an open heart. We got you, babe. In New Jersey, there's a law. Alimony must stay married for 20 years. Yeah. They don't do alimony in Texas. This is what do they call it? Community property states. The community property states don't do alimony. You have to have a very special circumstance to get spousal support in certain states. But that totally sounds like a coastal law thing. I think all of the coastal states are that way, but the community properties don't cotton to that. They don't cotton to that keep you here against your will crap. They don't do that. That's funny. That sounds like olden day laws too. Like that sounds like a law from the 50s. That's so old. Oh my God, Missouri is so beautiful. I was made in the Ozark Mountains. I was made in the Ozarks. I love where you are. I think it's beautiful. I drove through there recently on my way home from up north. It was beautiful. It is a jail sentence. It is. It is. That's imprisonment just because you chose something. And people change. People change like every freaking 5 years. Some people change. So being stuck in something 4 times as long just because you got duped or somebody lied to you, because that happened with my narcissistic husband. He didn't bring out Dr. Jekyll. He didn't bring out Mr. Hyde. He was Dr. Jekyll all the way until the ceremony. When we put those rings on, he became Mr. Hyde. I was like, oh, who the hell is this guy? Bring the other guy back. And then I worked hard. I was like, how do I get the other guy back? How do I get the other guy back? And that was the loop he got me stuck in. And I didn't realize it. By that point, I was already in love. I was already committed at that point. I already had everybody, pay all that money to come see us, give us gifts, commit, watch us do this ceremony, right? At this point, I would look stupid if I bowed out. And so I stayed in it. because of appearances' sakes or my choice or whatever other stupid reason that we convince ourselves is the reasons why we have to try. These are dumb reasons. You know, that's crazy. Yeah. Never stuck. After the twins were born, once the kids came, it was done. I wanted to file. That's when I found out. Oh, wild. See? It happens. It happens. We get the thing. And most of the time, some people will snag you up for security. I just want to have somebody there. I need that partner who's going to take care of my house, feed me, do this, do that. Or if you're a female, you're marrying for security, for the money, for, you know, a place to live, whatever it is. Whatever it is. We all have our reasons why we get into something. And then when you find out, oh my gosh, I don't know this person. I don't like this person. I have chosen poorly to be stuck because of a law. Ooh. Claim your power, baby. Claim your power. You are stronger than your challenges. Okay. You're challenged to be stronger than your challenges right now. And you will never be given more than you can handle. So this is an empowering opportunity for you to stand up and show yourself, prove to yourself how strong you really are. This is your moment. This is your moment. We're all embracing the same path and journey with you. We're not all here by accidents. So you're in the right place, my dear. Oh, my candles smell. They're really cooking now. Yeah, you got to get out. Start working on that. You know what you need to do. It's just a matter of committing to it and working it. Trust me, I was isolated 2 hours away from my family, and I had a farm and businesses. I was tangled up and managed to dig myself out. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. You can do it. Time to stop feeding it, though. You got to stop feeding it and start feeding what you do want. Stop feeding what you don't want and start redirecting that focus to take your power back, okay? Redirect your focus to take your power back. Yeah. Because if you continue to feed it energy and give it focus and attention, it will continue to be. Just FYI. All right. Food for thought. It happens, dear. Yep. I know. I know, baby. Well, my loves, it's been 3 hours. I've been on for 2 hours and 51 minutes, and nature is calling. I am absolutely bursting. I'm full of beverage. It's time to go. Honey, I'll be back on very soon. Okay. I am off on Tuesdays for YouTube and Facebook. I will be over on TikTok tomorrow. If you want to find me over there, if you happen to be on there, the link tree is in the description box. All my other platforms where I go live and post content are at the bottom. Tomorrow, I got to go check in with the TikToks. I got to go play over on the children's platform and play with the kids. I got to go play with the kids, but I will be back on Wednesday. Grand evening. Thank you, Frederick, for all of your hard work, dude. I am so sorry to keep you on overwork. I make him work. I make Fred work hard. Being a reader, I know. I'm full of them. I'm bursting. I'm bursting right now. It's like, I feel like my bladder is extra big. Y'all can probably see it. I know y'all can probably hear me squishing around. Have y'all ever done that where you can hear the liquids moving in your tummy? I can do that. I can push my tummy in and out and I can hear the liquids. They're like, oh God, the levy's full. Oh, honey, you're so welcome. Listen, don't forget, hit that notification bell. Make sure it's set to all. And I do a post to let y'all know when and what time, and on the platform that I'll be. So look out for those, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you all so much, everybody, for your contribution. You live 2-3 hours away. He knows what he's doing. We're going to let iced tea glasses full. Yeah, that's so funny. Yep, 2-3 hours away. Isolation. That's what narcissists do. That's what they do. They isolate you and keep you away. So it's inconvenient as hell. Okay. Love you too, Fred. Thank you so much. My soldiers. I love it. Big love, everybody. Again, I will see y'all on Wednesday. And tomorrow, look for content, okay? Because I'm going to start doing back on my recordings. Y'all saw Leo got posted. Tomorrow is going to be Libra, Virgo, and Scorpio. I'm going to get 3 done. I would like to get back into the dailies as well. So, all right, my babes, I will see y'all very soon. Y'all have a beautiful evening. I love y'all so much. And I'll see y'all very soon. Layla, Grace, Juanita, Lola, Fred, Delaney, Sarah, Lisa, Bianca, anyone else that I missed. See y'all so soon. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. I will catch y'all.